we're going to focus instead on how to make the most effective use of our time. And there's some math here. And people usually get the math wrong. They calculate how long they spend at the event. And of course, you never really make a sale at the event, right? I mean, it's the dirty little secret of business networking. The goal is to make sales, right? Your goal is to grow your business, make sales. But you don't close a sale at the event. And so a lot of people, they go to an event and no sales close. And so they go to more events and they don't make any sales because, again, that's not the way business networking works. And they conclude that business networking is a waste of time, waste of money, all that kind of stuff. And I've met plenty of people who attend 7, 8, 9, 10 events per week. They're professional networkers. They're constantly out. And I got 2 events tonight and 3 events tomorrow morning, and hoping that somehow 0 results times more events will get them to some number of sales. So again, the mistake with the math is thinking that it's just about the time you spend at the event. All right, here we go. So let's suppose that you're 15 minutes away from the event. You spend 15 minutes traveling to the event, parking, going into the event. For a typical event, 90 minutes. It might be 60 minutes, whatever. It's usually not 30 minutes. So you get 60 to 90 minutes at the event. It's going to take you 15 minutes to get back home or back to the office or wherever you're going. And people look at that and be like, oh, it's 2 hours. 2 hours of my life I'm never getting back. But that's the wrong way to think about it, because you're going to spend 2 hours at the event, sure. That's true. Then you need to run your 10-minute follow-up process. And remember that what we recommend is that you pick 3 people and invite them to have a one-on-one. The email template for all of this is in the Trusted Advisor Community archive. And so once you have a template, it really takes less than 10 minutes to go. The 10 minutes actually includes a couple of emails back and forth to set up the one-on-one. Right? You get back to your desk, take you 5 minutes to send out the 3 emails because you have the template. And then you do the follow-up with 3 people. So you'll end up meeting with 2 of them. And you figure, a 1-hour meeting plus travel time is 90 minutes. So let's call it 3 hours. So you're going to spend 3 hours meeting with people. Plus, you're going to need another 20 minutes, after to make any introductions or provide any kind of information, right? A lot of times you'll meet with someone and you want to introduce them to someone, or you need information from them, or you're giving them some information, or you're giving them, a link or something. And so you need about another 20 minutes to do that. So now that event that you spent 2 hours at has actually cost you 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours. So, but wait a second, Andy. I thought we were talking about making more efficient use of our time. It sounds like you're making it worse. Like, isn't this making it worse? Well, no. And the thing about business networking is that if you just spend those 2 hours at the event, it's just lost time. It's the kind of thing you're never getting it back. 2 hours of the event, 0 results, and that's why when people are they're running from event to event, I just kind of shake my head, because that's not an efficient use of time. Again, you're running around to events, you don't have any time to actually do anything with what's going on, so that's like that losing $1,000 a month in the real estate, right? The people who are running around from event to event, just spending the 2 hours saying, oh, this is a waste of time. They haven't structured their business networking correctly to take advantage of the opportunities that are there. So when you add in those extra 3.5 hours, when you're spending 5.5 hours around the event, that's when you start getting big results. And the big mistake people make